Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm interested about this topic. I know it's sensitive, so a lot of people might be, like having different opinions about this one. It's Sunday today, right? So I'm going to church this afternoon, but I'm also curious, the issue between, is it a good thing to just watch the Catholic Mass online, or you actually have to go to church to attend the Mass? Because when the pandemic happened back in 2020, right? So, the Catholic Church decided to stream some masses. There's some really good ones too, Father Mike. He's really good too. He's funny. So some people might have by got used to the routine of just um, watching the mass online. The only kickback from that is just you can't really receive the Eucharist or communion, so you can't really receive the Holy Host or the blood of Christ by drinking the wine. So that's the main thing also, and then being actual present on the mass is not really there if you're just watching the mass online. When I searched last night online, and then I saw some comments from people in the on the askacatholic.com about the topic also. And then it was there was one comment that kind of struck me, when he said that he compared watching the Catholic Mass online and then going to the actual church as, if you're watching somebody cook, is like watching online, and then attending Mass would be like actually eating dinner, which makes sense though. That analogy makes sense because you can't really you're not really getting the Eucharist uh, by just watching online. And also, as Catholic, again, I'm just speaking on somebody who's Catholic, not every religion, and based on my experience as well, that it's mandatory for us to actually attend Mass. It's a holy obligation. um, and I'm with the military, so I'm with the Navy also. And then during deployments, right, when I'm on the ship, we don't have an actual church, but we do have chaplains on board the ship. So I go to the actual Mass on the ship, in the chapel. We do have a chapel inside the ship. And also to make it somehow different a bit, they usually held the other masses in different locations of the ship, which is awesome, right? Sometimes it can be in the forecastle or forward part of the ship, or it can be at the stern side of the ship, which is the aft side or the back part of the ship. So I experienced all of it, which is fun. The only thing about doing that is if you're in the ship and there's aircraft launching, it's really loud. Sometimes if you don't have hearing protection with you, the earplugs, you can actually hurt your ears, so you have to cover your ear during the Mass. But they usually just schedule it usually when there is no flight going on inside the ship, or on the ship, I mean. So yeah, so I was thinking also, it's kind of bothering me a bit, because uh, so if going to the actual Mass is kind of really obligated, it just some people, I don't know, I think it's based on the sincerity of the person, or the intention. If you are focused on the Mass, and actually it would mean more, I'm guessing, a bit, not really maximum level meaningful, but it's more significant. Because when I went to the church, right, sometimes in the actual church, I was sitting on the church, right, and then there was one female in front of me. She was having like earplugs on her ear, on her left side of the ear, and then she was just listening music as the mass was going on when the priest was giving the homily. I want to call her out, but I don't want to like make a scene over there on the like on the church. And then sometimes also like teenagers on the side, they're just like, they're not really paying attention to the mass. They're just like gossiping other people. Like I can hear them, I just ignore those people, like like kind of like pretend that I don't hear it. But I hear what they saying. Like they're just like not really paying attention to the mass, which bothers me because I want to try to focus on the actual mass. So, but I get that though, like you don't, as a Catholic, or I'm not sure, again, as a Catholic, like you have to go to the church in person, and the only reason that you're not supposed to be like doing that if you're actually sick, you're in bed rest, you can't really get up, and then you want to still at least like get some of the homily and the lecture from the from the gospel, and that makes sense too. But if you're capable of actually like driving to church and then actually like attending mass, then go for it, right? There's different mass schedule, and and I saw some of the comments also from the Ask Catholic that like the additional benefit of going to the actual church is you're trying to build a community with other Christian or Catholics also, or other people. When you actually like encounter them, like you're gonna be like acting as Christ to them, like being friendly, knowing them, and offering them advice if you can, and so and so and so forth. So yeah, so this video is just like I just want to share like what I'm thinking about it. But that's it, guys. All right, thank you guys for watching the video.